quarterback yet, so with that, I'll take questions.
How do you assess the first couple of days of camp? How's it gone so far?
Yeah, I've been really pleased with the way these guys have attacked it. I think they've had really good energy about how we practice, acclimating the new guys to our systems and the routine from day to day. I think they've really taken advantage of the recovery room that we've built and the investment we've made there. So, been pleased. The play has been up and down on both sides of the ball. A lot of things to continually work on, but I thought the effort and the energy has been really good.
Eli, I know you mentioned obviously you don't have a starting quarterback, but how are you evaluating Matt and Sam in both through the first few days?
Yeah, they've all done some really good things and some really dumb things, and that's kind of the quarterback position. And now it's about seeing, do they continually make that same mistake or can they self-correct? We had a blitz period today, and I think both of them threw a pick, but then right there in the move the ball, both of them threw touchdowns. So, I think that's exactly what you want to see. That's how you want this quarterback battle to go. And I thought Matt Zollers did some really good things right down there, moved the ball, made an adjustment to a play and audible to a big-time throw right there. So, been really pleased with all three of them. Won't know much until we get through this scrimmage on Monday and then go from there.
Whether it's position battle or like deciding to redshirt somebody, do you ever look at how many years a guy has left beyond this year, or more than ever now, is it just, hey, next 12 months?
We're here to win right now. We're here to win right now, and that's the only thing that matters. Improve every day, make us better, and embrace your role, put the team first. So whatever value you can provide to helping us win, that's what you got to do. I thought some people today really took advantage of opportunities. Jalen Catalon was out today, and Jackson Hancock stepped up, had a big interception in Skelly today. Connor Tollison was out for a little bit. Tristan Wilson stepped right in. So really pleased with some of these guys and their ability to step. Marquise Graciel, Sterling Webb was a little bit dinged up today. Marquise came in there and made some big-time plays.
Are any of those injuries concerns past today?
No concerns. Trajan Greco's been out with a soft tissue injury. We expect to get him back probably tomorrow. What is tomorrow, Sunday? Probably getting back in a limited capacity tomorrow. But other than that, everybody else is just day-to-day. Jalen Catalon and Connor Tollison are old. They're just old dudes. So I think they were just trying to get some vet days, to be honest.
You talk about old dudes. Who stepped up from a leadership standpoint so far through 5 days?
Yeah, I think Khalil Jacobs has been unbelievable, just his passion and authority on the field and the way he encourages and then discourages the offense with his play. He's been really impressive to me. On the offensive side of the ball, Dominic Judice, I thought, had a really good day today from a leading standpoint. Marquise Johnson has been very consistent, and that's been a healthy sign for us.
You mentioned Marquise. He was telling me, he was like, I need to use my grown man voice more this year. How have you kind of seen that evolve, through these first few days?
Are you talking Graciel or Johnson?
Johnson, yeah.
Yeah, Flash. Just consistency. I think he's been emotionally really consistent. If the ball's not coming to him, he just finds ways to play forward. When the ball comes to him, he makes the play there, and he's constantly encouraging people. So I've been pleased.
Coach, is it safe to say Dom is the starting right guard, or are you still trying to figure out what you want to do there?
Yeah, I'm not sure it's safe to say anything as far as Elias, calm down. Elias, calm down. Now, I don't think anybody's starting jobs are cemented after whatever practice this is, but he's doing a really good job.
Coach, what have you seen out of left tackle? I know you said to start Johnny there, but what have you seen from him and Javin?
No, we wanted to start. We started Javen there, and then Johnny has been rotating. What I meant when I said we're starting Johnny over there, he'd been working a lot of right tackle with Keegan, and so we moved him over to left tackle. So it's him and Javen. Javen's gone predominantly with the ones. I thought Johnny's had a really good camp so far, but Javen has too. I mean, I've been pleased with both those guys. It's it's good when you're not noticing the left tackle, and so far we haven't noticed them. Now that's a really good job by Coach Moore with chip blocks and stuff like that. But I think they both handle it really well.
Has anyone specifically jumped out to you as having taken a big step forward since spring ball?
That's such a challenging question just because you're 5 days in and the people you say, you forget somebody. But I would say Marquise Graciel has probably grabbed my eye the most, just the difference in how he plays and how he commands his performance. I think Santana Banner, if I can get him to practice the right way and not knock people over, I think he's doing a really good job. He had a pick today. I think that's been really impressive performance so far. On the offensive side of the ball, Ahmad Hardy continues. He good play today.
What are some of the main things?
This fall camp.
What'd you say one more time?
How do you like Ahmad Hardy, and how has he transferred over into the program? How do you like?
Yeah, he's been great. He's been awesome. He's a consistent player. He's been in this system as far as running the outside zone, so he knows how to make the cuts. He has a good feel for it. Thought he had a really big time run today on the left side, he's a great kid too.
What are some of the main things you'll be looking for once the scrimmages get going next week?
Well, consistency. Today the defense had a chance to get off the field twice and had 2 penalties that extended drives, which led to a touchdown. That's the kind of stuff that gets you beat. It's not really play stuff. It's not really technique or fundamentals. It's discipline stuff. So we got to get that off the tape. Offensively, got to be more consistent, protecting, especially on 3rd downs. And then taking care of the football. So, it's so hard to say. You got to actually see them play. That's why we've had more play periods this year. Just put it down there and let's see where we're at, and let's see what we got to do to correct it.
Has there been any separation over at that second starting cornerback spot?
Corner,
yeah.
No, not really. I don't think so.
Coach,
Go ahead.
as far as Donovan and the wide receivers group, I mean, I know it's early, but
Alubide?
yes, there you go. I know it's early, but what can we expect for him as far as being in the rotation, figuring the rotation sometime down the line?
I think the biggest challenge for Donovan is just being consistent. He's consistently finding ways to stay open and be open, but he's got to consistently catch the ball in traffic. He had a great play today, great route, but didn't finish the catch. So I think that for him is going to be the biggest key in order to be in the rotation. It's not a matter of route running or anything like that. It's just consistently making those catches in traffic, and that's new for him. So I don't have really any concerns, but that's going to be what it is.
Another freshman, Curtis Looper, said Marquise Davis is. You haven't had a guy that physically is like him as a true freshman. What have you seen out of him?
I saw we had to put him in 77 to make sure he runs a little bit faster in team drills. So we'll see. It's time's too early to tell, to be honest. We got to learn how to practice. At the end of the day, these freshmen have got to learn how to practice. Every rep is full speed. 2-line finish means 2-line finish. So these guys got to learn how to practice. So all that stuff, all that talking in the summer really doesn't matter. That's just a reminder to everybody. We're not making bold predictions anymore. All that stuff's over. It's about what you do on the field. And so we had to practice in 77.
Coach, you talk.
What do guys like Sean in similar fashion to Donovan? What do guys like Sean and James need to do to solidify run depth chart?
Yeah, be consistent. I mean, at wide receiver position, it comes down can you get open and do you make the catch? I mean, that's really the 2 jobs of a wide receiver: is get open and catch the ball. And if you can do that, then you can play. And if you can't, then you won't. And I mean, it's, in all honesty, it's that simple. And Marquise and Kevin and Josh have proven to do that. I think Xavier's done that so far, but the rest of these guys, they'll get open, but then they won't catch the ball. So, or they're covered. So,
Coach, you talk for 2 more. You talk about Jalen Catalan being dinged up today, but what have you liked from his leadership and experience so far through the first couple days where he did practice?
Yeah, I mean, he's just really good at getting everybody calm, getting lined up. There's not really a formation or something he hasn't seen. We tried to run a reverse the other day in the red zone, and he snipped it out, defeated 2 blocks, and it's like he said, he's seen that play probably 17 times over the course of his career. So early recognition and communication are probably his biggest strengths.
Would you say someone that stood out as far as like the punt return job?
I think Kevin Coleman right now has probably got a pretty firm grasp on it. I think Sean Terry's done some good things. Demarion Folks has done some good things. But if we were going to go play today, we would definitely put Kevin Coleman out there.
Thanks, Coach.